YouTube! What's going on, YouTube? Hope y'all having a good day today, man. Y'all gonna get tired of seeing my face, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I'm posting nonstop. So, if you want to continue to see my face, or if you don't want to continue to see my face, nah, you do want to continue to see my face. Who would want to continue to see this face? Anyways, point is, like the video, subscribe, turn them post noties on, comment, comment you're ugly, comment you're my favorite Wendy's worker. As long as you're not commenting fat or 7, because it isn't Jinxie's channel. I've been having people do that in my Twitch chat lately, but we're gonna stop talking about that. Today, we're reacting to. Can I switch the fucking scene? Like, good lord. Today we're reacting to. This was a generational mistake by Jimmy High Roller. The boy Jimmy High Roller. Y'all know him. You follow the NBA space, you know Jimmy High Roller, man. He a dog. He been making these fire, fire NBA content videos. So you gotta watch it. Shout out the guy who shout out Matthew recommending it to me in Discord. We're gonna go ahead and watch this.
This is the 2024 Dallas Mavericks, a team that accomplished what many teams could only hope for. They made it to the NBA Finals. Now, if ever in this position, most organizations will just run it back the next season, keep the same core group of players, possibly make a few tweaks here and there, but when it's proven to work, the last thing you want is big, drastic changes. But not the Dallas Mavericks, because out of every big, drastic change you could possibly conjure up, they've gone through every single one of them. Out of the 14 players on this championship caliber team you see here, only 2 of them are currently active on their roster as we speak. The Mavericks had a winning formula.
I like how that nigga, I like how dude down here don't even got nothing. Dude with the beard, fake Jaylen Brown, got nothing. He ain't injured or traded. He's just not here.
Isn't enough. It is a mess around and find out of biblical proportions, and a trade that initially felt like the most shocking and inexcusable transaction in NBA history has somehow turned out to be a whole lot worse.
Even worse.
Oh, I don't feel good about that.
Kyrie tore his ACL or Achilles, one of the two. AD is AD.
Today's video is sponsored by
all their bigs are injured, all their guards are injured. All their forwards are injured. They just have nobody. Like, everybody's hurt. I'm not a Mavericks fan, so I don't care. Big dubs, big Warriors in the cut. Thank y'all for giving us that play-in spot. I mean, for helping us get out the play-in. But, nah, gang. I do feel bad. At the end of the day, everybody's hurt, bro. And that sucks. That's gotta suck. As a fan, you lost your generational talent at 25 years old, and then your entire team is injured. So even if y'all were gonna make a run, it's not this year. And you're going to get everybody back who's already 30 plus, a year older, to make a run at a championship. Come on, y'all. And on top of that, you got 2 non-proven number 1 stars, number 1 options. I don't care what you say, bro. Kyrie being a number 1 option on the championship team, it's not a recipe for success. AD being a number 1 option on a team looking to win a championship, doesn't look like a recipe for success. I'm not gonna lie. We've seen Kyrie on the Celtics. Yes, he got injured, but in 2019 he was fully healthy. Everybody was fully healthy, and they didn't do nothing. We've seen AD be a number 1 option in New Orleans for what, 7+ years. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm not gonna blame all that on him, because New Orleans really didn't give him too much of a competent roster for most of his time there. But he couldn't even make the playoffs like twice. I think, or he couldn't even make the playoffs 4 times. He made the playoffs what, 2 or 3 times out of his whole 9 years, 8 years in New Orleans. He made the playoffs 3 times. It's not good enough, bro. It's not good enough, bro. Hey, but we'll see. We'll see what the boy Jimmy High talking about.
25 measly little minutes. This is the total amount of time Anthony Davis and Kyrie Irving played on the floor together this season. It was a marvelous 25 minutes and a glimpse at just how good Dallas could be in the post-Luka era. What would ensue over the next month is a series of events that would make even the most rational, level-headed sports fans believe in curses. 5 weeks ago, when the Mavericks traded away Luka Doncic, the general consensus was that Dallas was trading away their future to win now. How in a matter of 5 weeks they've sacrificed both is a tale that will be told for generations. Since trading away their golden ticket, Dallas has lost Anthony Davis for the rest of the season to a thigh injury. They lost Daniel Gafford to an MCL sprain. In a 3-day span, they lost PJ Washington and Jaden Hardy to ankle injuries, Dante Exum to a foot injury, and Kyrie Irving out for the rest of the season after tearing an ACL. 70% of their rotation gone. And no generational super mega star to carry the load in the meantime. Under any other—
Hey. Don't be talking about no generational super. They don't have a generational star. Klay Thompson's right there. Let me stop, bro. Klay Thompson, the big 2025 is so wicked. Klay Thompson, first option hoops. Hey, I'm a Warriors fan. That nigga cannot be your first option. Let's stop it. In the big 2025, especially. Maybe in 2016, he did lead us past the Rockets in the first season. In the first series of the 2016 playoffs, Klay Thompson was the number one option, and he did lead us past the Rockets. But come on, y'all. It's 2025, y'all. It's not 2019. It damn sure ain't 2018. We know for a fact it ain't none of these other years. It's the big 2025. Klay Thompson as your first option. Go ahead and get Cooper Flag, man. Go ahead and get ready to draft Cooper Flag. Ace Bailey, come on, man. We need you.
Other circumstance, a wave of injuries like this would be unbelievably bad luck. And that's really what it is. Just sheer bad luck. But it sure doesn't feel like it. Now, I'm not a superstitious person. Everything that happens can be attributed to some rhyme and reason, some cause and effect. But when you throw your franchise player out of the building and call him a fat, lazy heathen before slamming the door in his face, bad luck is gonna look a little bit more like retribution. And it is so much worse than we could have—
And that's the crazy part. Luka never said a word about them, bro. They traded that nigga away. He still had so much love for the Mavs. And yet, that Nico and the Mavs front office go out of their way to call that nigga a loser, a bum, a fat bum who's also a loser, a fat bum who gets drunk while not winning because he's a loser. Did I mention he's fat? Like, come on, bro. They be hating on that nigga for no reason when they literally gave that nigga away for a bag of chips. Oh, and Anthony Davis too, but a bag of chips nonetheless.
Imagined. Last season, the Mavericks roster played a total of 18,134 minutes on the court. That's the combined minutes of every player on their roster throughout the regular season. As of this week, only 10% of those minutes are on their active roster.
Wow.
10%. That means 90% of all minutes from last season are not currently active or playing for the Dallas Mavericks.
Stop bringing
and many of these players will continue to be out for considerable time, if not the rest of the season. The returning 10% of playing time comes from their backup center, the eighth man, and a man that's been on a two-way contract for the last 2 seasons. If you have a Mavericks fan in your life, check on them, see how they're doing, because what has happened to them and their team is criminal. The only consolation to the Luka trade was that at least for the near future, the Mavericks would be in title contention with Kyrie and Davis. That they would be winning games while the Lakers were prepping Luka to take the torch from LeBron before he retires. This couldn't be further from reality. From the start of the season to the infamous trade, the Lakers and Mavericks were just 1.5 points apart in net rating. Even without Luka in their lineup for over a month, Dallas was playing better than LA. But since Luka's first game with the Lakers,
no free promo around here. We don't need no Chase promo anyway. I would shout them niggas out, basically. I'm an idiot.
7th best net rating in the NBA of plus 6.4. And the Mavericks have a net rating
like
of
Warriors,
negative 8.2. The third worst in the entire league. The Lakers look like legitimate contenders right now, winning 12 of their last 15 games. The Mavericks can hardly field a full roster at the moment. Since Luka's debut in LA, the Lakers are a plus 117 in point differential. In that same time, the Mavericks are a negative 125. Not only did Dallas mortgage their future, they inadvertently sacrificed the present. And to literally add—
I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm low-key faking like I don't know because I already know this, bro. I've been watching the games. Shout out me, man. I've been watching the games, bro. I told y'all niggas. Well, actually, y'all didn't see. I had a Warriors highlights video that I was gonna post, but the NBA striked me. They said, nah, nigga. You wanna react to some NBA games? Nah, we can't have that, nigga. You stealing viewership. Bro, I get 4 views a video. Why are you trying to copyright me? Please, NBA, let me have the rights to react. I just want to react like my favorite creators. Please. Let me have the rights to react to NBA games. But sidebar, yes, I be watching NBA games in my spare time, bro. And I've been seeing the game. I watched the Mavs game with against the Warriors. I watched them play against the Rockets. And I watched the Lakers play a couple of their games because they've been rolling. And what I've been seeing, we know the Mavs' is ass. After Kyrie, I mean, they were not that good when Kyrie was only there. Then they were pretty good when Kyrie and AD played. And then after AD went down, they plummeted. And then the Lakers have been cooking. We know the Lakers been cooking. We all see the point differential right there, but that doesn't do it justice. The Lakers have really been cooking. LeBron's been playing off the ball. I said AD. Luka has been facilitating. He was struggling with his efficiency for a while. He was not efficient at all. Like, I would check the box score, that nigga be like 7 for 23. But he was playmaking. He was getting to his spots. They just weren't falling. But it's kind of like expected. He missed like 2.5 months of basketball. So who's gonna come back and pick it up immediately? Nobody's gonna come back and pick up NBA pace basketball immediately after not playing for 2 months. But other than that, and the turnovers, they've been pretty solid, especially on defense. I'm trying to figure out how they've been good on defense. Jackson Hayes is your starting center and rim protector. It seems like they should be the worst defensive team in the league, but they're actually not. JJ Redick has been helping them game plan to play good defense. Shout out Lakers, man. I know it's not y'all didn't come to the
injury. The Mavericks front office and ownership has taken zero accountability for the shoddy decisions they've made throughout all of this. In fact, they've doubled down, insisting Luka was not fit to be the future of their franchise. But the real kicker to all of this is that in the one game that we saw how this team was intended to look, they played great. Even after Anthony Davis went down, Kyrie Irving stepped up and played some of the best basketball of his entire career, averaging 31 and 6 a game and carrying the offensive load for Dallas. But to pull this off, the Mavs had to play Kyrie far more than he ever has. Over the last month and a half, Kyrie played the most minutes per game of
that boy was on his 2013 Kobe type shit. That's what Kobe did in 2013. That's how he tore his Achilles. Y'all see, niggas don't learn. They said what? If you don't learn from history, you're bound to repeat it. Hey, I'm spitting that real shit up here, but also, hey, Kobe was playing what, 40 minutes a night trying to drag that 2013 Lakers team, failed super team to the playoffs. And what, the third to last game of the season, he tore his Achilles. What about Kyrie? Kyrie was playing 36 minutes a night, 37 minutes a night, however many he's about to say, trying to drag this Mavs team to the play-in. And guess what? He tore his ACL. I'm just saying, y'all want to learn? Listen, when the season's looking lost, don't run your aging star into the ground. Don't do it, bro. Just let the season be lost, bro. It's okay. I know y'all were expecting AD to come back, but let's be realistic here. We knew he wasn't coming back this season. Once he stayed out for more than 2 weeks, go ahead and dead the season, man. Let's tank for Cooper Flag. Let's get Ace Bailey. Kyrie, you want to hoop? Nah, gang, you got an ankle injury tonight. Tomorrow, you got a hand injury. You're not playing, bro. Simple. But, hey, that was Kyrie's choice. That was Jason Kidd's choice. They wanted to pull a 2013 Kobe. He got his moment, too. He hit the free throws. That's salute. I ain't gonna lie. That's salute. That's strength right there. Because I think bro was crying at the free throw line. But, yeah, it would have been better for him to just slow down a little bit and just let the season be lost. But hey, man, big ups to Kyrie. I hope you get better, bro. I like watching
in
him play
the entire
basketball.
league, not out of desire, but out of necessity. The Mavs needed him to play as much as possible in the absence of Luka and then AD. Over that same time span, in the 5 games Kyrie didn't play and in the one he left early due to injury, the Mavericks went 1-5 and lost by an average margin of more than 20 points. It's impossible to know if Kyrie's injury was exacerbated by the excess minutes he was spending on the court. But playing an aging 33-year-old injury-prone point guard more minutes than he's ever played before feels like a catalyst. Losing AD in his first game with the team felt like the worst-case scenario. And then Dallas lost half of their roster, and then they lost the player who was single-handedly keeping them afloat. Which brings us here. And with the Dallas Mavericks team
Klay
that
Thompson,
doesn't
first
share
option
an
hoop.
ounce of
Yes,
DNA
sir.
with the team that made it to the finals just last season. Now, you hate to see any player get injured regardless of the circumstance. The health of the players takes precedence over everything else that's going on. But the Mavericks specifically cited Luka's health as a major concern and one of the main reasons why they didn't see a future with him. The fact that directly following these statements, the Mavericks have been hit with one of the worst injury plagues we've seen in recent history, while Luka is absolutely obliterating every team he faces on two healthy legs, is a level of irony that is almost too strange to even believe. As if the basketball gods are punishing them for the rash and brazen treatment of their former star. A curse. When in reality, this is the result of trading away your best player, swapping him for a player who is often injured, working your remaining best player into the ground, and stumbling into a stretch of bad luck with absolutely no recourse. Right now, the outcry from Mavericks fans is enough to make anyone want to go and protest with them. You know it's bad when Wizards fans are offering you their condolences. To no fault of their own and against their wishes, in mere months, they went from cheering on Luka and Kyrie in the NBA Finals to watching their team dissipate and be reduced to rubble. And yet, despite their disappointment for how all of this is unfolded, Maverick fans are still as steady and passionate as ever, sticking by a franchise that has completely undermined them and their loyalty. But just this past week, the Mavericks offered their fans a token of appreciation, a gift to alleviate the recent betrayal they were put through, by raising ticket prices 8%.
Wow.
Truly a masterclass of...
Bro, I seen a theory. They're trying to like get the team to go, they're trying to make all the wrong moves. I seen a theory, right? That the Mavs are trying to make all the wrong moves so that they can get the NBA to let them move to Las Vegas. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if I believe it or not, but all of the stuff is lining up to prove that theory to be true. Now, once again, I don't know if that's a real theory. Don't come. Hey, I live in Dallas, so please, owners of the Mavericks, don't come slime me out. Don't send the black van at me. I don't want none of that beef, man. I'm just saying. This ain't even my theory for real. I just heard it on the internet. It could be true, could be false.
Basketball mismanagement spearheaded by the worst trade in modern sports history.
Sucks to suck, nigga. Ain't my problem though. I ain't a Mavs fan, and I never will be. Never was a Mavs fan, never was a Cowboys fan, never will be any of these Texas teams fans, bro. No disrespect to Texas. You know, I live in Texas, but they ain't my fucking teams, nigga. I wasn't born here, so I don't root for this team. I wasn't born in Cali either, but shit. I was born in Arkansas. We don't have a team. All we have is a college team. Arkansas doesn't need a team though. I promise you we don't. They will not value that team. But shout out Jimmy Highroller, man. W video, man. I love that. Thank you for recommending it to me, Matthew. Appreciate you. YouTube fam, subscribe, turn on the post notice, like the video, comment on the video, share the video with your homeboy, your favorite Wendy worker, your favorite Wendy's worker is out of here. In a second, I'm out.